Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And tonight we're gonna talk about something that not a lot of people jump into. Not a lot of people have a lot of exposure, but I can't wait to share it with you guys. And it's all about systems. Systems is what changed my business from a day to day, worrying about job to job, working in the field, and it allowed me to grow my business into a 7-figure electrical contracting company. And I can't wait to show with you what that is, why do you need systems, and how it's going to help you in each aspect of your business. Not only in business, if you start applying these concepts in everyday life, you're going to just be blown away on how amazing systems are. And once again, not a lot of people talk about this, but it's on every day, it's on everybody's mind, and I can't wait to share those insights with you. So, for everybody who's just jumping onto the channel, my name is Will. I'm owner of Energize Us LLC. It's an electrical contracting company out here in the New England area. And for the first few years, as you can imagine, you're looking for work, you're doing all the tasks, you're tackling everything, you're wearing all these different hats. And basically, you're trying to find the job, you're trying to bid the job, you're trying to send out the estimate, you're trying to collect the funds for it. Then you got to shop for the material, then you got to do the work, then you got to send the invoice out, get it paid out, get a review, get a referral. Then do that all over again just so you can get a job for the next day. And as you can imagine, your time is all tied up into that. So between looking for work, prepping for the work, site visit of the job, doing the job, and then start that all over for the next day, you're looking at a 12, 14, 16-hour day. And that's where people experience burnout. That's where people get so overwhelmed because not only do you have to do that when you have work, that even doubles the stress, that doubles the pressure when you don't have any jobs to fulfill. You don't have any customers that you have to go visit. You don't have any jobs that need estimates. So now all that time going into looking for work and there's nothing to show for it. That can blow anybody out of the water, just that alone. So what's the difference? How do you get over that hump? And just like everybody else, you keep going, you keep going, you keep knocking, eventually someone's gonna open the door. That's a reality that we all face. So what are some things that we can do though? As we start getting more proficient, as we start getting more customers, what are some things that's going to separate us from their competition? What is going to be ways that we can now grow, keep on efficiency so that everything has a nice, smoother transition? Well, a lot of us end up just going with an office manager. Office manager, or just ask your wife, your spouse, your significant other, if they can now help you along with the business. And guess what? That helps you because you're not tying everything to yourself. But just because you hire someone, you can't just throw everything on their plate because now they're lost. They're expecting you to train them. And guess what? If you're trying to train them and you yourself don't know how to do it to the best of your ability, you're going to get stuck, or you're setting them up for failure because you don't have your own set of guidelines. You don't have your own set of systems to help you organize your thoughts, to deliver that so now you can be able to duplicate yourself, duplicate the task at hand, and then allow that to buy back your time. Not a lot of people understand this system. And then what's even worse is there's people who don't see the value in system. And guess what? The first few years as a trade person, we're not taught this. And guess what? You don't know what you don't know. So you don't understand the meaning of systems until you start doing some business research, when you start building your business, when you start looking at different avenues of how you can start scaling this thing, how to be more efficient. You start looking up words like scaling, growth, systemizing. And that's where you start doing your research, because the reality is, true or not, how many of you guys been there? This is going to be everybody's system for the first few years of business. This hung up piece of cardboard with a Sharpie, this is your systems. Why? You're at a job site, you're doing the walk, right? And guess what? We all been there, right? We're in the 10 boxes. You look around, 2 rolls of 12-2. Okay, we're gonna need some straps, breakers. What else? Wire nuts. Let's say 3 sticks of EMT, etc., etc., etc. And if you're one of the most proficient ones out there, you do a little drawing. I got a box here, I gotta go here, 90, come down here to this box. And guess what? This is 10 feet, this is 20 feet. I'm gonna do a little kick here. Basically, 30. This is what our systems look like. And guess what? It goes with us job to job. True or not? True or not? Typically, this is our systems. This is a system. Like it or not, this is a system. For you guys who are just jumping in, I appreciate you guys being here because once again, this is what's going to separate you from the rest of your competitors. This is what's going to separate you from the day-to-day electrician, the day-to-day plumber, the day-to-day HVAC tech. Understanding that this is level one. The simple fact that you put something to thought onto a piece of paper, even though it's cardboard, is going to take you miles. You want to make sure that you always write everything down. But guess what? This can't be replicatable. This could get thrown away. Yes, can something else get thrown away? Yeah. But this, as long as this stays here, this is all that you have. Because the reality is the next job you go to, the reason why you wrote it on a piece of cardboard is because it's meant to be thrown away. When I tell you, this is the beginning of the best years of your life because this is teaching you, hey, you see value in writing something down. Even if it's a materialist, even if it's a job walk, you need to understand these different things when it comes to developing systems. Why is that? Because when you're developing a system, you're developing a replicatable process. That's what systems is. It's a replicatable, duplicatable process that is in a written form so you can pass on to other individuals to duplicate yourself, to duplicate the process, to now allow you to buy back time. When you're able to do this over and over again, that allows your business to grow in different capacities. It can be in hiring, it can be in workforce, it can be in hard skill tasks. Whatever you try, whatever you decide to use systems on, you're going to see exponential growth because now you're putting a standard to everything. And guess what? Then you have a QC to make sure that you follow it appropriately. You have a QC to make sure that you got everything that you needed. But this right here, this alone, this little piece of cardboard is the first steps that you're taking to building your own business. This little piece of cardboard is literally teaching you the importance of developing your own systems. So what, how, who, what, where, when, why? What are standard systems for? How do they look like? So this, for myself, my electrical contracting business, I literally have my entire team. This is just for my office managers. And it's an 80-page report. And we have everything from clock out, clock in and clock out procedures, managing employee absenteeism, daily workflow schedules, you know, the table of contents. We have everything written down. We have different creating group labels in Gmail, creating a template in Gmail to send out to a customer, how to send an invoice, different templates for how do I reimburse, make a reimbursement on our payroll, every single thing, how to make a customer for QuickBooks from a contractor, how to send an invoice template, how's the signature supposed to look like in an invoice, process for submitting permits on 3 different websites, how to talk to Solar Edge, how to talk to different companies within the industry, payroll taxes, every single aspect of my office staff that they're tasked with doing on a day-to-day basis, we've developed a system for them. So wherever they're at, whatever question you may have in payroll, time off, all these different things, we have a whole playbook for them. And this is a revolving document. You can always add to it. You can always take out things. You can always update it, redline it. This is made to update frequently. And just like anything else, the more attention you pay to this, the better that you're going to get. Because you're refining that process. You're refining what's actually being developed. You're refining your own system so that when your employees look through it, they have the most up-to-date document. You want to make sure that you continuously work on that thing. But why is this so important? Because when it comes to systems, you have to recognize this is the foundation of your growth. Systems are so important because you need a system to be able to grow. If you want to hire somebody, you need to be able to give them everything that they need for success. That document, that system, that book, that template, whatever it is, whatever task they're tackling, if there's a step-by-step guide, that's going to be their foundation. That's how they're going to learn. There's contractors out there who want to stay with this. There's so many contractors out there who want to live by this. They live by this, they die by this, and they will fight you, saying, why do I have to get better? That doesn't apply to me. I don't see value in that. I'm going to show you that I can do this without systems. But they're going to end up being stuck. Because guess what? You're going to end up on the phone for every single issue that comes up. You're going to be calling them saying, hey, where'd that go? Hey, you have to do it like this. Hey, you got to do it like that. All these different things apply to you when you don't have systems, because guess what? Your office staff, your customers, even your own employees, they don't know what to do next. So they're waiting on you to give them direction. You're setting your team up for failure if you think you can do this without systems. I'm telling you right now, you're going to set your entire team up for failure. You're going to set yourself up for failure if you don't develop systems and you don't train your team on how to implement the systems that you develop. The reality is, this is what we see every day in construction. This is what we see as contractors. This is what we see in construction every day. You guys are developing systems on a piece of freaking cardboard paper that you can just throw away afterwards. You need to separate yourself from the crowd. You have to be able to systemize your business so you can run it more efficiently. And guess what? This is only going to help you grow your business. This is what I talk about. This is what I'm truly passionate about when it comes to system, because everybody's looking for the short answers to everything. Everybody wants an answer for everything. Everyone wants an app. That will do the work. Trust me, apps, all these softwares are systems. You need to understand the value behind this so when you use it, it complements each other and then you can take off. And when you take off, that's how you're going to be building not just yourself as a builder, but you're going to be building leaders around you, because guess what? You're running your business efficiently. You're getting the top dollar that you deserve. You're sending out invoices and you're having that clear communication and they're paying and closing things out. You get to hire the right team members. You get to pay the team members exactly what they deserve because you're running efficiently, because you are a leader. This is why systems are needed if you want to grow your contracting company. I hope everyone's doing well. If you found this interesting, I can't wait for you to check out our other videos where we're talking about different things that not a lot of people talk about in the contracting field. In the construction field, contracting field, as much as I love it, I feel like the construction industry is setting you up for failure in these steps. And today we talked about one of those steps, which is systems. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys enjoy the channel. Be safe, everybody. See you on the next one.